Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm living chronic faith. Thanks for stopping by. If you're living with a chronic medical condition, you may find that going out of the house requires a little extra planning and preparation. There are certain things that you may need to have with you, certain things that you need to have in place or figured out before you venture out on your excursion. You also need to consider what's going to happen after the fact. How much time will you have to recuperate and recover before the next thing that is required of you? Now, over time, you will get used to it. You'll develop a routine and things will tend to fall into place. But it is still a concern. It's still something that has to be a priority. And even then, you still never know, am I allowing enough time for me to prepare before I leave, or am I allowing enough time for me to rest afterwards? But I was so encouraged this week when I read this verse. The Word of God says, "You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways." Now, we know that the Word of God is for everybody, and that there is something in the Word that applies to every situation and every concern that you may have. I don't know what the psalmist was experiencing or what specifically he was referring to here. But for me, it was a comfort that even when I don't know if I'm preparing properly, if my planning is going to go off without a hitch, that God is concerned about everything that concerns me. And that even when I'm thinking and planning my next outing, already thought about it. He's already made provision for me. He thinks about my going out. And he also thinks about when I lay down. And he thinks about everything in between. So what I have purposed in my heart to do is place the situation in his hands. Trust him, lean into his leading, and believe that he is taking care of every single thing that I have need of. I know that whether I go out, whether I'm lying down, or anything in between, that God's hand is upon me, that he cares about me, and that he's taking care of me. I love you, I'm praying for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one. Living Chronic Faith is a faith-first community of believers living with chronic medical conditions and the loved ones who support them. For more support, encouragement, and resources, join the membership for free at www.livingchronicfaith.com.